say to us, but they can't act.
Yes, we're live again. Myself, Man Like Rage. Make sure you hit subscribe. Hit subscribe now. You get me? Because you know what's happening when I get to 1,000 subscribers and I'm almost there. You get me? Giveaway. But yeah, I'm here. Another video. Let's get into it. Like, it's actually a mad thing because a lot of us, we come from very little. You know what I'm saying? Like, not having much growing up, rare tear. And it's like, you see man come into the game and they start to make a lane for themselves. They create a name, they create a buzz. You know what I'm saying? Like, they cut through quite nicely. Like, Digga D is a man who is very influential in the scene in terms of like, when I say that, I mean like he's stamped his name and the scene knows who he is very well. The scene knows him. He's got a fan base. He's got a nice catalogue. You know what I'm saying? And he's done quite well for himself as a young man doing music in the UK. You know what I'm saying? A young black man doing music in the UK. He's done a very, very good job of creating a lane for himself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where are the role models around these people, blood? Like, where are the figures around these people helping them to stay in line, to do the right thing, to check them? Like, it's all good having 100 man in your videos, but if you got 100 yes men, you might as well just be by yourself, blood. Because you're not always going to get things right. You're going to think to do something certain times, and it may not be the best decision, you know what I'm saying, for your life or for your career or wherever it is. Digga again. Like, Digga reached a height where he done things that were never done before in the UK drill scene. Like topping the charts and that. Shout out Bouncer, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, why is Digga coming out of jail, coming from a shitty experience like that, to reaching crazy heights that have never been seen before, making all this money, being able to change his life and his family's life for the better, and then still going back and getting involved in crime where he's now being put away for a very long time? Like, let's be honest, bro. You see me, I don't know if I think he's got a bigger brother. I heard he's got a bigger brother in one of the interviews or whatever, but you see me, if I'm a big bro or I'm a big cousin, or I'm an uncle, and I'm seeing one of my younger lot, them, like little cousin, little nephew, little brother, whatever, is doing well in the scene, and he's making dough, and he can change his life and our lives for the best, but he still wants to do gang to prove who knows what to who knows who. I'll conk him in his head, blood. Bow! About you guys to do streets, and you got £500,000 deal on the table, £500,000 in your account. The next deal, I'm saying, sign it, let the family, so we can all and move as a. Are you dumb? And then you go throw that all away, bruv. No one ain't rich, bro. Like, we're not rich. I'm sure a lot of these people, their families are not rich either. They're not all well gone. They're not all gone clear. Like, man want to still do the street shit. And this is why I'm going to keep going on about this street shit. Because the street shit is a lie. I've seen it over and over again, many, many times. It is a lie. It is a facade. It is fraud. That is fraud. Because in the end, more time, it chews you up, spits you out, and leaves you there, blood, with nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like man ain't got the right guidance, so man keep falling into the trap. You should not have £500,000 or whatever in your account, but you're sitting in jail, doing a mad stretch. Waste of time, waste of life, waste of money, blood. Waste of resources. Where is the sense? Like, who is there to say, yo, this is what you need to do. This is how you need to move, blood. It's so sad to see. Something needs to happen. Something needs to change, blood. And I know these labels and all of that, a lot of the time, they don't really care about the artists, bruv. That's why so many artists get into deals and they want to get out of it, because they don't really, the labels don't care about the artists. But, like, there needs to be some sort of structure, blood, where there's someone that says, yo, You're going to do this, you're going to do that. Don't do this, don't do that. And they actually keep an eye on you. Like, why are you going there? Like, and it sounds crazy to say because a lot of people are big people. But at the same time, are you mentally there? Like, are you mentally intelligent enough to know how to maneuver your whole life? Because I get it. This is the first time all of us is doing any of this stuff. But at the same time, it's like, we need to take guidance, bruv. We still need to be guided. We're not going to get it wrong the whole way of the journey. And people will make mistakes. But when you're making mistakes, that's going to take a mad chunk out of your life. 10, 20, 15 years, like, at a big age as well. Like, seriously, bruv. Like, I could talk about this all day, bruv. Because I understand, like, the next generation is the next generation, and at some point, the world is gonna have to rely on them. Like, in terms of how the infrastructure of certain things, like, and we need people to have sense, blood. Correct me if I'm wrong. We need people to have sense, blood. This is why I rate Chief Keef as well, because I heard he was obviously come up in Chicago doing the whole Chirac thing. Once he got a check, he grabbed his people and then he was gone. Chief Keef was in Chirac. We all know that's a war zone, blood. Every other day we're hearing this story, that story, this, bow, man down. So much shooting, so much craziness happening in Chicago, blood. Chief Keef started doing music, he was rapping, he made a bag. Once he got that check, he was gone. He left that gone. I'll do the same thing. I would do the same thing. Because when I listen to rappers and music, they always say that type of stuff, like the hood is doing, the hood is this, the hood is that. Fredo says it as well, like the hood don't love you, but you know that's just where you feel like you're at home because that's where you grow and all your people them are there and you know who lives 2 rows away that way. You know what shop is 2 rows away that way. You know, like, what alleyway you can cut through that way to make your journey quick. You know the area, so it makes you feel like you're at home and you need to be here. But the reality of it is, you don't need to stay in the ends in the hood, blood. Make your money, make your peas, whatever. Get your family and dip. You can cut through in and out. You get me on a discreet thing or whatever, however you need to move to stay afloat. But don't let the zones, get caught in the trap. Don't get caught in the trap. You get what I'm saying? And it's so ironic because I remember watching something and I was like, why do you think they call it the trap? People have come with their own definitions, whatever. But me, I like to look at things in a straightforward way, you get me, and make sense of it directly. Like, I'm not saying, or breaking out each letter. I'm looking at it for the whole world, for the whole word. We put down a mouse trap to catch a rat. You get what I'm saying? To get rid of it, dispose it, rub it out. And the same word is used. We're using trap. People might say, yeah, because we're trapping the money in and all of these, however you want to try and pretty it up and make it sound good. Really and truly, it is bull. It is bull, shaggy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a trap because it is a trap because you are trapped. And I know, man, that are in the trap world and that's all they know. You tell them to step out of that and go do something else. It's like you're talking Chinese to them. I'm telling them, man, yo, all right, cool. Like, you're making all this peace, set up a business and do these things and then do a little 9-to-5 part-time, go fully legit. It sounds like I'm telling man, like, that's what he's hearing. That's what he's hearing because he's trapped. So you try to tell a man to leave what he knows and go do something else, step out of his comfort zone. He's looking at you like, brother, you're telling a man to open up 5 schools, a library, to build my own city. That's what he's hearing. Like you're telling him to go and do a madness. When all you're saying is, bro, you need to know what you're doing is not life, is not forever. Things go pear-shaped. Now they want you to come and save them. Now you have to be Superman. myself, Rage. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You already know. God is the greatest.